Neurologist Dr Rowena Mobbs, one of Australia's leading concussion and CTE experts, and Rowena, you diagnosed both Wally and Mark with probable CTE.
Yeah, probable's the word. We can't be 100% certain, but we're experts in dementia and we're assessing, do they have other types of dementia? Do they have dementia at all? And it seems to be the case. And it's devastating to see these heroes of our game, but also the grassroots players seem to be affected.
What goes into your examination?
Well, we take a history, we're observing patients, we're hearing from the families importantly because they often know the story, whereas patients may not have the insight and report their memory loss, mood changes, their behavioural outbursts of anger, those types of features. We scan their brains, we look for other causes, we perform detailed cognitive testing and watch them over time. And they complete a picture of probable CTE.
Wally, during that interview, he referred to, words that he was forced to recall. Mark Carroll said the same thing. The same test was done on him. I mean, I kind of sympathised in a way, though, because, I mean, sometimes I can't remember. I never played contact sport, but sometimes I can't remember something that was said to me a few minutes ago. So, I mean, how precise, how accurate can that test be that you're conducting to determine CTE?
Well, of course, we can all have a bit of memory loss here or there, but what we're talking about is a 10, 15, 20-year pattern of decline in memory and other cognition. So we have detailed tests to show they are in trouble. They look for all the world like they have dementia. Their brains are shrinking. The volume is less. And there are other features that say it's dementia and it's not Alzheimer's, it's not other types, but it looks like CTE. And remember, they've had 100 concussions often, 10,000 subconcussions, probably a 20 or 30-year career. So, and they're presenting with young dementia, ages 40, 50, 60. That's what we're talking about.
What happens to them down the track?
Well, it's devastating and very sad. I mean, we've seen dear Mario Fenech, he's really in trouble, needing care day to day, and that's the unfortunate path of dementia that your viewers will be all too familiar with from Alzheimer's perspective.
Yeah, he seems to be the most advanced out of all the league players at the moment. Did you diagnose him as well?
He's under my care, yes.
Right, okay, so you've got 40, you're just telling me the outbreak, you've got 40 league players, but there's much more in other codes as well.
Yeah, across all the codes, across the military veterans as well. So blast trauma, parachuting related injury, head injury to the ground. Also boxers, of course, and devastating cases of domestic violence.
When you've got AFL players, is there a difference between the kind of CTE that those players have? Because it's kind of a different sort of contact sport, even though there's tackling, but there are somewhat differences there.
Yeah, well, we just don't have that data at the moment.
Right.
This is what I'm on a push for with the government, to fund research across the country, get our best scientists on this topic and really put the money invested into that so that we all can know in 5 or 10 years what rates of CTE we might be looking at.
And you've got soccer players too.
Oh yeah, soccer for sure, especially the older style leather ball that was heavy and seemed to cause quite a bit of injury as well.
Is there anything people can do? I mean, even former players now who might have only just wrapped up, is there anything they can do to slow the progress of CTE?
Well, slow the progress is one thing. We're not quite there, we may be there with Alzheimer's disease, but not with CTE. But they can look at their overall brain health, they can get to neurological care, see their doctor, have mood management, have memory treatment, hopefully, environmental measures, and look after their brain. I mean, that's the message. We really want kids in sport today to look after their brain for life.
Rowena, appreciate that. Thank you. I might get you back on, talk about this a little further down the track. Appreciate your time.
Pleasure.